Dorothea, I am so sorry we put you through all this.
Here? What? She isn't here. She left last night. You didn't know?
No, I did not know. What do you mean, left? Where'd she go?
Sissel.
Well, then why not look for a more challenging position?
You know, I did hear something about an opening for a weekend news reporter. Now, what am I talking about? I don't have any experience.
You don't need experience. You've got the one thing every TV reporter needs. Hair that doesn't move.
Killer cow during mating season.
I do love the rain so. It reminds me of my first kiss.
Your first kiss was in the rain.
No, beverage card. Yes, that's it. The beverage card. Dorothy, it is not a coincidence. It is my nightmare, and it's coming true.
Don't be silly, Blanche. Not all of it's coming true. You haven't heard the voice of God.
Oh, he's open.
2 hours of learning about thimbles from foreign lands. I couldn't wait to give the headset back.
Look, Rose, have you talked to Miles?
I think this is just who he is. But I don't think I was ever bored. Oh, sweetheart, let's promise we'll never, ever let something like this come between us again.
I promise. From now on, no more fighting.
Good.
By the way, how did you know I was here?
Well, that didn't last long, did it? Hello.
Hello, Sophia.
Oh, Sophia, how's Agnes?
About the same.
Back.
Oh, don't worry. One sleepless night and a strange bed will be enough for her. In the morning, I'll go over and talk to her and bring her back.
Sophia's not the only one with a sleepless night ahead of her. To tell you the truth, I don't know what to do about Buzz. This might be a second chance at love.
Exactly what I paid for the one I ordered. They made a mistake. They charged me for the inexpensive bed. Merry Christmas from Neiman Marcus.
Sophia, she can't keep that bed. That'd be like stealing.
It's only stealing if they find out.
You don't realize how much you care for a man until you see him streaking toward the earth trying to grab a bird.
He must really love you.
Well, I love him, too.
Bald man sigh.
I am talking about my recurrent dream. Remember, I'm trapped in an enclosed space full of bald men. Well, I didn't tell you the rest of it. All those bald men and I are on a plane and we fly into the ocean.
Oh, thank God you're here.
Arrested for prostitution. I can't believe it.
Sophia, we're innocent.
I know that. I can't believe these dumb cops would think anyone would pay money to sleep with you.
Sophia, did you come to bail us out?
Yeah, except for one thing. Dreyfus came home this afternoon.
Holy cow.
Well, don't worry, just take that dog back to the pet shop.
I can't. The pet shop's closed till Monday.
Mrs. Claxton, we want you to know we all appreciate you coming down here in person to help us save the tree.
I'm not here to save it. I'm here to make sure they tear it down. I hate trees. I hate people.
Well, Mrs. Claxton, Rose told us you said you were going to help us.
That's right.
And now you're not?
That's right.
Well, why did you lie? You're living in my house.
Sophia, this is my house.
It is?
Oh, right. But let me give you 2 words of advice. Enough wicker.
Sausage and peppers, pasta pesto, and ziti with oil and garlic. Ooh, what's this? Garbage, Rose cooked it.
His kitchen smells terrific. My chipped beef must be done. Oh, Sophia, would you like a little scoop on some lightly toasted white bread?
Who do I look like, Beetle Bailey?
He asked me for a divorce. I got the house and the kids. He got the tickets. Don't think I didn't put up a fight.
Oh, girls, I have terrible news. I failed my psychology exam. I'm just beside myself.
Oh, Blanche, you look on the bright side. It's just one test.
Oh, this is my midterm.
All right out of here, aren't you?
Well, excuse me for living, Anita Bryant.
Couldn't we please get married already so I can get in on the hugging?
Places.
Oh, Sophia, honey, I want to wish you all the happiness in the world.
Oh, thank you.
Dorothy, I really need you there. I need your shoulder in case he takes his away.
Oh, all right, I'll go. Ma, where are my dancing shoes?
In the Smithsonian, right next to Fred Astaire's. How the hell would I know?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is.
Good. I've already got that box checked on this form. Now, in this case, we've done most of the research at the base, so I just have a couple of routine questions to follow up.
He took off the goofy head.
He took off the goofy head. See? That's not so bad. I was talking to Edith's daughter after the funeral. She had flown in from San Francisco. She kept telling me how bad she felt that she hadn't seen her mother in over a year.
Well, it's hard to stay close to someone when they live clear across the country.
Yeah, well, I live in the same house with my mother, and yet we spend very little...
From the service station across the street, our farm was just down the road from.
Rose, honey, have you been washing the fruit off before you eat it? Listen, we have a decision we have to make right now.
Excuse me if you're trying to be a good American.
You two, please keep your voices down. I have shopped and dated extensively throughout this market.
That does it. That does it. I am shopping for myself.
Fine. Blanche and I'll do very nicely on our own.
Oh, no, I'm not shopping with you, Mary Poppins.
I have an idea.
Oh, yeah? What do you want me to do?
Fall down.
What?
They want you to take a dive.
It wouldn't be a dive, exactly.
Just protect your hands by not using them.
If you get knocked out, you get knocked out.
I can't do that. It's immoral.
Immoral? What's so moral about two guys standing up in the ring beating each
Okay, what if nobody asked me to dance?
Now, Dorothy, think. If there's somebody out there who is willing to dance with the corpse, there's somebody willing to dance with you.
Blanche, wait. Listen, I think maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Nonsense! I promise you're gonna have...
Eyes met. Sonny fell into the orchestra pit. Lyle forgot his lines and went into Under the Yum Yum Tree. Except for the reviews, it was a magical night.
Sonny, Bono, and Lyle Wagner. Dorothy, this is an embarrassment of riches.
Well, I wanted...
Every night, 5 to 7 every morning, and of course till noon on Sundays. Good Lord, no wonder you still mourn that man.
Morning.
Hi, Dorothy, how you doing?
Much better. Ma and I had a long...
Okay, meet me in my office. Yes, right now. I gotta go. I got a sick person. I'll see you later. I love you.
I love you too.
Stan, did you really mean what you said about there not being that much between you and Chrissy?
That's right.
I'm glad, because now I don't feel so guilty.
What are you talking about?
Stanley, I don't feel the same way about us as you do.
You're kidding.
No, you know, what happened the other night?
You refused to see your daughter as an adult with the right to make her own decisions. Honey, you're going to have to learn to let go.
Yes, and the more you try to make her see things the way you see things, the more she'll resist. And then you run the risk of never seeing her again. I never seen your grandchild. Never.
I raised you to have respect for yourself, not be somebody's floozy.
I remember my mother making me practice the tuba 3 hours a day, 7 days a week for 10 years. Oh, I hated it, but it finally paid off.
I didn't know you played the tuba.
Oh, I don't. No, I gave it up. But I can blow 32 pounds of air into a tire in less than a minute.
Makes me feel like a lady again.
All those years of sending them to their room until they were ready to apologize to you. Now, all of a sudden, everything's just all topsy-turvy. I don't know if I can do it.
Maybe it'd help if I sent you to your room.
Oh, Rebecca. Are you? Who did she do this to? Dorothy, what's happening?
Oh, Blanche, don't you see we were supposed to look after her? We knew that she gets hot at weddings. She was counting on us.
You don't look after me when I get hot.
That's because I also have a day job.
Here's the...
Blanche, I'm 55 and Rose has 6 brothers.
Oh, I'm talking about the bowling alley. I mean down the
I don't
bowling.
want them to know that we're sneaking in all this extra practice.
Oh, right. Morning. Morning. Well, you two are up kind of early.
But not as early as you two. But then again, you need...
Hey, Dorothy, I just want to say, you did a nice job.
Thanks, Al.
And Dorothy, I also wanted to say, took guts.
Thanks, Al.
See, Dorothy, I just wanted to ask you.
My God, I've left brain cells all over the eastern seaboard.
Where's Ma?
Who?
Ma, where's Ma?
In the cemetery in St. Ola. Why do you want to know?
Because I thought we'd all go out and we think that Kate may be pregnant.
Wow. That's incredible. That makes me...
Yut, some things never change.
You're going to be a granddaddy, Stanley.
Wow. Isn't life a gas?
This is amazing.
Listen, now that we're talking to each other, can I ask you a question? Why in hell did you ever marry Stan?
It was my magenta period. And you know, Stan was rather handsome when he had hair.
Come on.
Yeah. He had a certain elegant charm.
Oh. It's like it is with you and Stan. You understand what I'm saying?
You're saying that in some ways Stan belongs in my life, and like your shoes, he may not be stylish, but he's familiar, he's comfortable.
And shiny on top. Don't forget shiny on top.
And I guess that's not...
You're gonna love it. Who did you talk to?
A very nice receptionist at NBC.
Focusing all my powers on this metal object.
That's idiotic.
Now be patient. It's a very good trick.
You're basing this whole thing on a conversation you had with a telephone operator at NBC.
We're going to have to go and tell everyone it was a lady. Medicine.
You took it after dinner, and then you went to sleep. Now, read me how much medicine you're supposed to take. I don't remember.
2 teaspoons every 6 hours.
That's wrong.
Ma, it's written here in black and white.
So, the pharmacist made a mistake. He's not perfect. If the man really knew what he was doing, he would be a doctor instead of just... It was the worst of times, It was the worst of times. It was Sicily, 1922.
Oh, Ma, I have a problem.
Just sit down and listen. First of all, is everyone who lives in this house here at this very moment?
Yes.
Then for the last time, picture it. Sicily, 1922.
Can I help you? I think so. I have a 2 o'clock appointment for an AIDS blood test. My name is... Well, it's...
You know, we encourage anonymity, so if you'd like to give us a fictitious name for our
Dorothy. All right, I'll stop. But could I have a copy of this?
All right, I was fat. I can say it. But only because I blossomed into the extraordinary woman I am today. Well, Big Daddy didn't care. He always said I was beautiful. I'm gonna go for what's behind the window.
Will you take window 1, window 2, or window 3?
Window 3, guy.
All right, Dorothy, but first, let's see what you didn't pick. Behind window 1, brand new living...
A fat woman with a wooden leg and a totally hairless cat named Cincinnati Jake.
No.
Then I don't remember her.
Oh, Ma, look at this. A list I made of things I wanted to do with my life.
You know, I had a list like that, and I've done most of them.
Except forget the Dr. Blanche. Call the paramedics. What is taking them so long? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure they're doing the best they can.
Cafeteria was closed. This is all I could find.
Thanks, honey.
Any word on Sophia?
None of all of us. Now, is there anything I can get you from the kitchen?
Just bread and water. Maybe I'll acquire a taste.
Friends. We used to be. We're not anymore. What's wrong? Jerry, hello.
Hello, Rose. I'm sorry about all this. Oh, sorry. There's no need to be sorry. I'm a man who acknowledged you had a problem, and I'm seeing somebody about it.
Goodbye, Stan. He's our mailman. We just allowed him to get a little too close.
Jerry, I'd like it.
Well, that's what the fight was about.
My father offered a dowry and Charlie wouldn't take it.
Oh, maybe that's because he knew eventually those beans would stop jumping.
Or maybe he just loved me. Beans. I'll have you know it was the...
Don't trouble yourselves. I'll get it.
How did you know your mother was cheating, Dorothy?
Because Mr. Feinbaum never walks around totally naked. He always wears a Boy Scout neckerchief. But never in the same place twice.
I hadn't slept so well in years.
But it certainly has nothing to do with this rock. Look, I like Marguerite as much as you do, but she's been here a week and she is not doing a very good job.
I think she's doing a terrific job. Why, ever since she gave me that potion, Norman's been on me like white on rice.
And talking about house white... Blanche, I want to apologize.
Okay.
I apologize.
That's it?
I can't think of anything else to say. I behaved terribly.
I know.
No, you don't. Oh, I went to Stan's hotel room tonight because I thought you were there.
Well, I wasn't.
I know. Dear dog. Ma, listen, I'm taking you to the hospital.
No, I want Stan's doctor. I trust this sweet man.
Mom.
Sweet? Ma, you hate Stan.
Not anymore. Now I love him. Love this man.
Oh, Ma Blanche, I do not believe for one moment that anything other than gin rummy happened between Rose and Jane last night.
Dorothy, something terrible happened.
Oh, God.
You idiot. If somebody told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
Blanche, would you excuse us?
You mean you don't want to talk?
Moscow was one clean town. No litter on the streets, and all the bugs are in the American embassy.
Thank you, Sophia. And thank you all. Remember, give peace a chance. The Moscow audience is
Giving these last 2 weeks.
What?
He's been saying me and Blanche and Phyllis behind our backs.
You're a dirtbag. He's been seeing me too.
Yes.
Oh, that man is sly.
I'm scum.
So Flugenoffen.
What?
So Flugenoffen, boy. Understand? None.
I'll start loading the car.
Don't take any of that. That's the pile I'm keeping here.
All of this?
Well, I can't part with those things. They're all so special to me.
What's the special about this?
Oh, look.
Hi there.
Ma, what's the matter?
Everyone is fine. No one died. The home burnt down.
My God, are you all right? How'd you get here?
I hitched.
Ma.
A cab. I took a cab.
Well, you should have called.
I'm perfectly capable of managing by myself.
Mr. Labas, I want to thank you for coming on such short notice.
You're lucky I came at all. I got a horrible cold. I was so dizzy this morning I lost my balance getting out of bed. I guess my equilibrium's shot.
Well, I'm sure you'll feel better once you're up on the roof.
Yeah, well,
My business was collapsing. I was facing disgrace, Blanche. Well, I know I could have stayed and faced the music, but it's just this damn Southern pride. It's the same Southern pride that kept me from being a dancer.
Real Southerners are compassionate people. They're wise and gentle, and they sit around on porch swings regaling with stories of Abraham and Moses and all the other people who worked on the plantation.
What is it, Blanche?
Well, we're all women.
No.
Sure we are, Dorothy.
Oh, shut up.
I'm reading the Spock book on baby care, and he says it's very important for a young child to have a male role model around during its formative years. Now, what are we going to do?
We'll all wear Yankee caps and scratch our behinds after every beer.
You can't watch. Well, I was thinking maybe someplace like Williamsburg, Virginia. Or maybe Washington, D.C.
You're moving, Rose? Too bad. This would be touching if I liked you more.
I'm not moving, Sophie.
Rose, honey. Are you awake?
I don't know.
Oh, that's good enough. I need to talk to someone. Rose, it's been a terrible night. Ted turned out to be as big a jerk as...
What do you think I'm saying?
Well, I think you're saying you want your ring on your girl.
Yes.
Rose, I know this is a long shot, but did you take much acid during the 60s? I told you I would pick up the cake.
Oh, I know, but back where I come from, most people won't eat store-bought.
Rose, where you come from, most people live in windmills and make love to polka music.
Stop it, Dorothy. You're making me homesick.
Honest. Well, she wouldn't have gone for it if I told her the truth. And like you never told a lie?
That's right. I've never told a lie. Well, just once when I snuck out of class to go to the movies.
It's not much of a lie.
That's what I thought. Turned out to be the day they taught everything.
To be a Supreme Court justice, but you are quite a babe.
Thank you. Oh, this is a nice place. Do you come here a lot?
Oh, no, not really. I don't have much of a social life.
So, this is where you bring your cheap fake blonde floozies.
Where I can buy the best donuts. Of course something is wrong. Dorothy never came home.
Yes, she did. She's in the kitchen.
All right, spill it. I want details.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, me too. Well, there isn't that much to tell. Eddie?
So, hi, Ma.
Hello there.
You guys ready for bed already?
Yeah, I guess we are.
We're very tired.
Yeah, we took care of a lot of odds and ends around the house today. What did you do, Ma?
What did I do today? What I do every day. Angelo will be on a plane headed for Brooklyn.
Wish I'd taken my raincoat.
Why are you two dressed like that?
Well, these are our costumes for the play, Dorothy. We were in the middle of dress rehearsal when they told us all to go home right away.
There's a hurricane heading.
Don't knock the novelty business, Snookums. Rubber dog poop and joy buzzers provided very nicely for you, the two kids.
And several stewardesses.
Stewardesses.
They adopted them. After Asian babies, they're the most popular.
Oh, all right. I forgive you, but forget the picnic. I'll get us that blanket.
He's a wonderful man.
Oh, I know. Oh, why can't I ever attract men like that?
You can, Dorothy. It's a little surprise. We're not visiting Lillian as much as we're breaking her out.
What? We can't do that. I mean, that's wrong. What if we get caught?
Lillian is a great friend. Will you do it, please?
Well, okay.
Good. I'll keep the staff busy. You get Lillian.
I don't get it. When we're on the dance floor, it feels like we're made for each other. But tonight, with all these brilliant friends at the party, I felt like a fish out of water. Oh, sure, I didn't flop around on the floor with my eyes bulging out, gasping for air. I haven't done that at a party.
You certainly are in the right place for it. The kitchen, Crisis Central.
Yeah, we sure have solved a lot of problems in this room. I mean, a lot. Dorothy, it wasn't that long ago that you...
Oh, it's you. I thought maybe Sophia had come home.
Oh, no, she'll be back in the morning. She's trying to teach me a lesson.
Slut!
Mail call. Ah, Ma, here's a letter for you from Palermo.
Adios, everybody wave goodbye. I'm off to Brooklyn.
Honey, what are you doing?
I'm going back to the old neighborhood. The doctor said it would help if I stirred up some memories.
Ma, you can't go back there alone.
No kidding. I'm 83. I walk to the driveway. It's a coin toss whether I get back. You're coming with me.
Strong and handsome and wise.
When I think of my father, I always picture him pulling a giant tuna up Main Street.
And who doesn't, Rose?
It wasn't a real tuna. It was made of chrysanthemums. It was the float in the Founders.
I think I could start the car with this thing.
Ma, my mind is made up.
Whatever makes you happy, pussycat.
Thanks, Ma. And I'm sorry, honey, but you're going to have to send back the TV.
Not if I could pay for it myself.
No? How do you propose to do that?
Softly.
Morning, everyone.
How could that be?
Rose Nyland?
Yes?
Wow.
I'm Olga Nordstrom from...
Rose, your father was a dairy farmer. You look for food in your freezer.
Psychiatrist didn't make me feel better. I feel better that you all feel better, but I don't feel any better.
Not even a little?
No. In fact, I feel worse.
Why worse?
He was my last hope.
Doctor says, pick up an Inquirer sometime, you learned something.
Oh, I am exhausted. I have spent this entire day bed shopping.
Have you no shame? Bed hopping nowadays is sexually irresponsible.
Not bed hopping, Ma, bed shopping.
Yeah, well,
Oh, you don't have to go. The two of you are like family. I can say this in front of you.
I knew it. I knew it. I just knew it. Oh, Stanley, I'm so happy.
Dennis had an affair and I've left him.
Dan, take your damn hands off me!
Finally, the women took matters in their own hands. They dragged her to the outskirts of town, threw her on the ground, and asked her, why? Why would you do such a thing?
What did she say?
What else is there to do in this godforsaken village?
Ma, what does this have to do with Lucy?
Not a thing. It's the only slip.
Of course, yak snacks.
Hi, girls. Hi, Swin.
It's Spin, Blanche.
Whatever. Dorothy, could I borrow your white windbreaker? Floyd McCallum is taking me sailing today on his yacht.
Blanche.
You know, I guess he just felt so guilty about canceling last horrible.
Now look at this. It says, a tan bamboo purse was found at the scene. Do you know what that means?
The man was murdered on his way to a Peter Allen concert?
No, it makes me think about Ma and that ridiculous vendetta. I mean, if I didn't know Ma, I might actually consider you.
America. I turned to my wife, Barbara, and I said,
Mom, what the hell are you talking about?
oh, sorry, I must have lapsed into George Bush's inauguration speech. Where was I?
Lightning bugs.
Right. I liked them so much I'd catch them in glass jars so I could watch them light up whenever I wanted.
Do you really want to abandon her?
Anybody home?
I'm so sorry Helltown was canceled.
Frank, I'm sorry. Please tell me that's a Nehru jacket.
No, it's not.
Rose, let's go heat up the lasagna. Come on.
I don't think it's a good idea to hook up with a 60-year-old man with a bad heart. What guarantee do I have we'll have any kind of future together?
Blanche, in life there are no guarantees. There are choices.
Well, then my choice is either to play it safe or to take a risk.
Hi, Ernie.
Oh, Rose, I'm really sorry. I'm on my way to the office. There's been a small emergency. Do you mind if we postpone our date?
Well, I was going to ask you
Now, look,
if you...
I'd like to make this up to you. I've been thinking, how about we go away this weekend? I know it's sudden, but...
Exciting.
Eat.
That's amazing. You people eat with two little sticks, you never miss a bite. My people drop half their meal while using a fork, a spoon, and a loaf of bread.
So.
Exactly what is this stuff?
Hey about that.
I wish you hadn't done that, Blanche.
Hush up. It was for your own good.
There's something you just don't understand.
Oh, I understand perfectly. I pushed you into meeting all those women. That's why this happened. But it is over. Rose will be just fine.
Blanche, it's not as simple...
Play on me. Oh, I could just die.
I'll bet it was Morley safer.
I'm almost sure that I don't have to ask this, but you are aware that toilet water comes in a bottle.
Here. Oh, cat food.
Oh, Rose, have you been feeding those strays again?
I can't help it, Dorothy. I heard them howling and moaning all night. How do you ignore something like that?
I'm getting used to it.
Hello, ladies. Hi, Cousin Rose.
Sven, hi. I want to do something really special tonight in honor of your wedding. What are you in the mood for?
Oh, Cousin Rose, there isn't going to be a wedding.
What? Why not?
Well, because I decided I can't marry...
Dorothy, can I ask you something?
I don't know what it means. I just don't like the possibilities.
No, I wanted to ask you, do you think Blanche has been picking on me lately?
I haven't noticed.
How diz you already forgot lessons 1 and 3. Quit being an idiot! I stole $40 from you while you were listening to that cockamamie story.
She's not back yet?
No.
I don't understand. What could they be doing all this time?
You know what they're doing.
Yeah, I also know Stan. We were married for 38 years. And
Honey, listen, don't panic. As soon as the girls get home from work, we'll fan out through the neighborhood and we'll find Dreyfus.
No go, Blanche. I need to handle this myself.
Why?
Because if Dorothy finds out I lost Dreyfus, she'll never trust me with anything again. That's why I'm begging you, please. Promise me, on your mother's grave, you won't breathe a word.
things aren't working out anymore, and I don't know what to do to make them any better. You can't leave your wife, and I'm not cut out to be the other woman.
Dorothy, you know I love you.
I know that, but it's not enough.
I don't want to lose you.
I don't want to lose you.
How?
Oh, George, what a great 3 days. This has been a wonderful honeymoon.
It should be. You waited long enough.
Anne, I feel renewed. I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Then maybe you should share some of that happiness with your sister.
Ma, face it, we just don't get along.
Your family, you should force yourself to get along. She needs you.
Oh, Dorothy. Gloria, hello. We were doing some tests before they let her go.
Rose Nyland? I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but she went into cardiac arrest. They're prepping her for surgery.
Cool as a cucumber, thank God.
Ma, you woke me up.
It's time to take your medicine anyway.
I just took my... Ma, listen to me. You got Martha Ray and Madge mixed up again.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, Ma, would you like to listen to a joke?
Is this from your act?
Could be. I went down to the Comedy Barrel and signed up for Monday night. Let me try this out on you.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Oh, I love you. You're my family. Listen, we're sticking together no matter what happens.
I don't know. It might be hard to find a place as perfect as this was for the 4 of us.
Oh, hell, if we did it once, we can do it again. All we need's a little luck. It was luck that brought us together the first time.
Collector of pre-Columbian relics. Candy had her throat cut with a Mayan dagger. He killed her. The gun was in Gloria's purse. She killed her father.
Nice try, ma'am, but Philip and Gloria are innocent of those crimes.
Perhaps. But they are both murderers.
Sit down, Dorothy. Don't make a fool of yourself.
Miracle worker. I'm an idiot.
Dorothy, you have to stop beating yourself over the head with this.
Right, pussycat. You're not the one who made him drop out, or the one who made him a recluse. You're not the one who made him decide to live his life behind closed doors. You're just the one.
Understand? Yes, I do. I did a very stupid thing, and it can't be undone. But I'm going to do everything I can to make it up to Kate. I love her. And I promise you that nothing like this will ever happen again.
Good. Good. Because if it does, I will break every bone in your hand.
Bill, he was talking to you, right?
Yes.
Yes, of course, darlings. This is Bill. Well, I guess Bill and I should be going.
I thought we should go back to that same place where we fell in love, Blanche.
Yes, that's great. That'd be wonderful. Yes, we'll go right back to there.
Please, honey, don't be mad. I'll make it up to you, I promise you. What do you say I'll pack a picnic basket and we'll drive down to the beach? I'll spread a blanket on the sand, underneath the stars. I'll take you in my arms.
I forgive you. I mean, Blanche should forgive you. I have to admit, you would have made a very good psychologist.
Great idea, Pussycat. Give Blanche an office with a couch and a license to charge by the hour. For an Alka-Seltzer.
Girls, I have great news. I found a final resting place for Mrs. Claxton.
Rose, you found one of her relatives?
No, I spread her ashes around the old oak tree in front of her house.
Well, what on earth for?
Well, to prove that her life had some meaning.
As fertilizer?
Well, we'd been married for 18 years. And up until then, everything had seemed so perfect. And then one night it happened. He came home, had dinner, walked upstairs, and went to sleep. I went into the bathroom and cried my eyes out.
Blanche, would it be all right if I borrowed my beaded purse?
Yeah, sure. Dorothy, what are we going to do?
Well, we certainly can't let Rose go out with a guy who said yes to a date with a woman who just picked his name out of a phone book.
You say that like nobody ever does it.
Make that 2 hours.
Wow. Happy birthday, Ma.
Actually, we never got to the party at all.
Pepto-Bismol. Well, I mean, Francesca's a beautiful woman, but she makes a manicotti like you could anchor a boat with. Well, as usual, Sophia is stationed at the eggnog, and she's drinking right from the bowl through a swizzle stick. When my husband, Carmine, walks in and passes right under the mistletoe.
But isn't that, well, one woman and another?
We already know what it means.
But Jean's a very attractive woman. She could have any man she wants.
She doesn't want them.
Well, why not? A man has so much more to offer, you know what I mean, Dorothy?
Yeah, I found that out when Mark Perper was...
Hit it, my magnificent little songbirds.
I don't wanna take it anymore. I'll just stay here locked behind the door. Just no time to stop and get away.
One more thing. Your boyfriend was looking for you.
Sam? He wheeled himself out here just to see me?
Yeah. I don't get it. He must see a side of you that's hidden from the rest of the world. Like the dark side of the moon.
You're just jealous because you know you can never have me. Is Stalag 17? I went for a walk. I couldn't sleep. I had a nightmare.
Tell me about it, Sophia. Sometimes I can interpret dreams.
Blanche sold the house, and I wound up back at Shady Pines.
This is a tough one.
Dorothy, please don't send me back.
Ma, I am not sending you back to Shady Pines.
Your heart's in the right place, Rose, but I don't know where the hell your brain is.
Morning.
Oh, Dorothy, you look terrific. Where are you going?
Oh, to see that specialist that Harry recommended?
Wipe off your makeup.
What?
You look too healthy. Maybe that's why they don't believe you. You don't...
Look what we were both about to do. We got on the ship. Most people never even leave shore.
You mean that?
Of course I do. You and I still have a lot of adventures left in us. So many things we haven't tried. Have you ever been to Space Mountain at Disney?
Afternoon, Dorothy. My, don't you look lovely today.
Well, thank you. Oh, and don't you look beautiful, vivacious, exquisite, and, let's see, breathtaking?
Dorothy, you know, at some point I'm going to have to start questioning your sincerity.
Guess it's time to turn in.
I guess.
You're not tired.
Not really.
Me neither. Do you feel like dancing?
Oh, I'd love to. I can be dressed and back in that ballroom in 10 minutes.
No, Rose.
That sock drawer is my business. Look, those times that Mom makes me crazy, I go into my room and have some pretend time, okay?
This is Rose Nyland signing off in a sad, sad situation. Okie dokie. Hey, why don't we take a nice walk on the beach? It's right outside the door.
I hate the beach.
Well, then why do you live here?
It's near work. Do you have a Valium?
No. Oh, but I do have a Tangerine Lifesaver. That always helps chase the blues away from me.
No, thanks.
We're having dinner on Saturday.
I really appreciate this. You're meeting my mother.
Hey, you want to get married?
You mean instead of meeting my mother?
No, we can do both.
It's kind of sudden.
They sit like that all day, every day. He's even started referring to my husband as that dumb Bajagaloop.
How'd you know that she was my mother?
Just a guess. From the way you were watching. And after what happened yesterday, I thought you might show up.
He told you about the...
Sing together.
Oh, come on.
Let's try it together. When the begin, the begin. That's it, perfect.
Oh, Jean, you were always a terrific girl. Dorothy, why can't you be more like Jean? Scratch that.
We're your roommates, Dorothy.
Jean, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I don't know quite how to phrase this.
The lesbian thing, do you keep it under your hat or what?
I knew for sure that he wanted me. I'd always known that there'd been something between us. Sometimes from the pulpit, he'd be talking about sin. He'd look straight at me. We couldn't do anything about it because he was...
Hi, Sophia. Remember me? Stan's brother, Ted. I danced with you at their wedding.
Where were you when they got divorced? I was looking for someone to dance with then.
Ted, what a surprise!
It's great to see you again. What about me, babe?
Go hug a landmine.
Blanche, how much longer do I have to have this hot towel on my face?
Now just be patient, Rose. When I tell you to remove this towel, you are going to see what a dramatic difference.
Do this whether you like it or not.
Oh, I see, Missy. So this is the thanks I get for all those cold nights when you were a baby crying? And I'd have to get up out of bed and grope around in the dark for my slippers and robe, make my way all the way downstairs and scream for the governess.
You know, for 2 cents.
You could get a better toupee.
Okay, that's it. I've had enough. I'm not going on with this anymore.
Angela, look! St. Francis of Assisi!
Sweet Jesus, am I in trouble? Now I lay me down to sleep.
Listen to
But it does make it a lot more complicated. So, Frank, you cannot go through with this. No. It's a mistake that we would both regret for the rest of our lives. No matter how strongly you feel, Frank, I cannot let you leave the priesthood for me.
Kurt is going to be here in 45 minutes. I don't think you have time to bake a cake.
45 minutes. In 45 minutes, I can bake 2 cakes and knit you a sweater. Out of my way. The maestro approaches the podium.
I hope Sophia finishes in time. You can't give a good birthday party without a cake.
Yeah, I seem to recall a party with 3 cakes that was not...
I'm gonna...
Oh, I'm okay. Husband's brother, Lars, and the whole town was shocked. Of course, that could have been because at the time Inga was on trial for her late husband's dismemberment.
It was probably a factor.
The trial went on for months. Attorney's fees cost her an arm and a leg.
It seems sudden, but there is something very important I want to ask you.
Anything, Ted.
May I cut in?
Oh, hell.
Hey, Stan, it's good to see you. What a coincidence, huh? Look, I'll be back at the table.
But
No, it's okay. Hey, we've got all night. You two enjoy, huh?
Gatling, party of two.
Where's she going?
I don't think she said.
Where's who going?
Well, I guess I'll go read in bed.
Oh, no,
Can I fix you some breakfast, honey?
No, thanks. Oh, I just feel terrible. If I'm gonna spend the night tossing and turning, at least I want to wake up smelling like aftershave.
Thorndike. Oh, she's a local novelist whose stories are all set in Florida.
Wait a second. Barbara Thorndike. Didn't she write Evil Wind over Pensacola?
Oh, you know it?
No, and I go to bed with it every night. Well, what's it about? How the hell should I know? My mattress frame lost a caster. I use it to keep the bed level.
Months. Well, nobody could believe their eyes. Olga Fetchik had turned into a stunning beauty. Every man in town wanted her, and she ended up marrying St. Olaf's most handsome and eligible bachelor, dance instructor Adolf Stepp. The two of them moved back to Norway.
Ma, why are you sitting here in the dark?
Conserving electricity for those who will still be living past Saturday. Put out your hands, Dorothy.
What for?
So I can say hello like Magic Johnson. So I'm going to give you some of my personal things. My bank book, some stocks.
Oh, Ma, come on now. This is crazy.
Here's Giles Forsythe.
My God, they've been murdered.
Does this mean we don't get any birthday cake? That's the beauty of it. He's been lulled into a false sense of security for the past 70 years, so I don't want you showing up like a wallflower and blowing my big moment.
Sophia's right. Oh, Dorothy, come on, borrow one of my men. One of my many.
All right.
Churches, and then a separate Protestant heaven with people and cows and horses. And then a Jewish heaven with libraries and furriers.
You're starting to annoy me. You shouldn't annoy a sick person.
Oh, Sophia, I'm sorry.
Speaking of God, I made a little promise that if he got me through this operation alive, I would tell you the truth about how I got this hernia.
You mean not from lifting up the sofa?
Oh, please, it's Wicca. A few of us gals thought it would be funny to put Gladys's VW on the lawn while she was having her feet sanded.
Inhaling this vapor rub. Dorothy, I have been waiting for Larry to ask me out ever since our eyes first met at Dell's Route 1 Chevron. And I climbed up on the hood of his LeBaron and wrote my phone number on his windshield with the heel.
Never to see one another again. Rose, one of those girls was me. The other one you probably know as Mama Celeste.
Ma, why didn't you use your key?
I left it home. I thought it would weigh me down. Oh, Dorothy, I got a ball. I got a ball. We won. I won. You lost, and I won.
You lost the bet, Dorothy. That means I'm going.
You go, honey, and with my blessing.
You're singing.
Well, she's just frozen solid.
Oh, no. Melissa. Oh, gosh. Melissa? That's your music, Melissa. Honey, do you remember the words? Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Come on, sweetheart, sing. Brush off the clouds and cheer up.
This evening.
Oh, wait a minute. Rose Nyland, you devil, you. I just figured out what's going on here.
Blanche.
You were sore at me for inviting your friend without asking you, so you had this guy to come over and teach me a lesson.
There I was, alongside the other two finalists, churning my guts out. When all of a sudden, for no apparent reason, my churn jammed. Yes! And just like that, it was over. I'd lost. It was the biggest disappointment in my life. Make 100 for half the money. So, of course, he got the contract. When the Navy came back to check on the progress 6 months later, they discovered there'd been a terrible misunderstanding. Phineas had made 100 Hoagie Heroes for $500,000. He claimed So you can imagine how relieved Farmer Gunlinger was when he looked up and saw it wasn't his cow up in that tree. What's the matter?
The cow story. My wife's name was Elsie.
Ma, wait. Ma, no, don't. Ma, don't go. Ma, please, come back here. Ma, I do need you. I do need you. I'm sorry, I'm just cranky. No, you're right, I am a lousy patient. I always have been. I remember when I was a little girl.
You killed Mrs. Claxton 2 days ago. I mean, she died 2 days ago. Well, Rose knows she didn't do anything. She's just upset. Rose, go to her funeral, have a good cry. You'll feel a lot better.
There isn't going to be a funeral. Mrs. Claxton didn't have any friends or relatives. All you have to do is find a rhyme for orange. What rhymes with orange?
Cheesecake?
Orange cheesecake. Orange cheesecake. I suppose that could work.
I meant to eat, Rose.
How come you're not walking at the piano?
We're blocked.
I've been having good luck with Tank, immediately followed by a granola bar.
Do we have any orange juice left?
No, we're all out.
Can you believe, Ma, trying to go to Sicily on my credit card? She would have made it, too, if her chef's knife hadn't shown up on the scanner. You want to know something crazy? I actually feel responsible for this. If I'd...
As human being, I disagreed. The man is pig. He charged me rent. His own cousin.
I can believe that.
His rates are reasonable, but the way he nickels and dimes you on the extras.
No, you're right. Stan is a lazy, disgusting, sorry excuse for a man.
Now I stay here with...
Oh, I hope he's going to be all right. Oh, Dorothy, that was so sweet of you. Telling him he could come live with us.
I meant it.
It's going to be awfully quiet around here without him.
I'll say, no more listening to Dorothy snore.
Ma, I do not...
Oh, I better get the dessert.
Oh, she sure left in a hurry.
Hey, who told her to feed me cabbage?
That could be an appetizer.
Well, this is good. This is all food that would have spoiled.
I am so glad that my date with Barry is tomorrow. The fat won't have time to show.
It won't?
No, it always takes a few days before it shows.
Where does it go in the meantime?
Okay.
Oh, no, the power lines must be down. That's just great. I got 10 pounds of fresh clams in the refrigerator.